Okay. Hello, and welcome to RiffRaff. My name is Edward Mulrine, and with me here is Alex Ravenhall, the creator of RiffRaff. This episode is called Episode 2, which means Alex has to upload it after Episode 1, just so that he knows, just so that he's clear on how that works. How are you, Alex? How are things in Middlesbrough?
I'm very well. I'm very annoyed you said that because it's going to be... You've completely bamboozled me with the editing, but I'm excited that you have. No, Middlesbrough's going very swell. Good. We're all very excited for the this will be topical, the Euro semi-final between England and Denmark. And as this is going out after it, I think we should both record reactions to any result.
Okay, I'll do the first reaction.
Yeah, okay.
I have to say, Alex, England are going from strength to strength. I can't believe the way they did that. I mean, Harry Kane in the second half just coming out of nowhere. Such a slow first half, and then in the second half to have that many goals. I've never seen a match with that many goals in, and I mean that. And from the same team, from the same player, never in my life. I
think they took the mick really when Pickford started going up for corners. It was like he got 3 or 4. Kane got a numerous number of goals.
I know. But I did feel sorry for the opposing team. But what can you do? It's coming home, Alex. It's coming home.
It has come home, Ed. It is brilliant.
Now let's do the alternative one.
Okay.
So, I'll be honest with you, Alex. We started off so well, and then what did we do? We blew it.
I feel physically sick at some of those performances. When I see Harry Maguire's overhead kick into our net, I vomit. It's just what happens.
It was the fact that Harry Kane decided to do the whole match in a blindfold that made me think, now this might not go as well as it's been going previously.
I just think that's classic English arrogance. When Dean Henderson, I can't remember the players. When Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips decided to bind 2 of their legs together, so they were a 3-legged player. I thought that was just going a step too far.
I know. Right, well, we've got ourselves covered for the Euro. Now it's time for the subject of this episode, which you're going to use a generation website for. So
yes, so this time we won't be scared of the sound, so I'm spinning. Here it goes. Kevin, there's a big celebration when it finishes. We have, Ed, today a themed party. So, Ed, first things first. What theme? Where are we going to have our party?
It's a good question. I think the headquarters of Stratford-upon-Avon District Council.
Okay, why there? Like, is there like an emotional connection, or is it just so that you can host something that's quite central, so that you can take over Shakespeare's celebrity status?
I think the reason why there is because I don't think this is offensive or libelous to say, but I think certain town councils are known for being rather corrupt.
Yes.
And I think Stratford-upon-Avon District Council might be interesting to see what goes on behind the scenes, just to see if it is as corrupt as I think it is.
So would it be a bit like a secret millionaire, that we'd be having a party, but we'd also be like investigating the fraud that's going on in the council?
Actually, no, I don't like this. I don't like this location anymore. I'm going to scrap that. That's far too boring. Have you ever been to a wacky warehouse?
Are those the kid places?
Yeah, soft play centres.
Yeah, without the children, obviously, for our party. It's an over 18 event only. There'll be booze on sale.
There'll be slush puppies with shots of vodka.
Yep. There'll be E-numbers through the effing roof, Ed, if I may say so myself.
And bouncy castles and terrible food and all that, and really sad-looking parents. And
yeah.
I think that's better than Stratford-upon-Avon District Council, because to be honest, the bouncy castle in Stratford-upon-Avon District Council isn't what it used to be.
Honestly, since the cuts, it's always bloody cuts.
I think the rule they introduced where you're not allowed to inflate it before children play on it was a real misstep.
And just jumping on a piece of plastic.
Yeah. Okay, so we're having it in a wacky warehouse.
Okay, so theme, are we going off the theme of the place, or... Ed, give me something that is that makes you laugh every time you think about it?
I've got a good idea for a theme for a party.
Go on.
What about democratic socialism?
God, it didn't take us 5 minutes to get too bloody political.
Okay, what about babies? What about
But we're trying to get away from the kids, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a cool party for cool people.
Women in Labour Party?
Is that political again, Ed? Or are we going down the medical route?
I don't know, I was just thinking about women going into Labour, and I thought it'd be a groovy idea for a party, I don't know. Okay.
I've got mouthwash in front of me. The dentist. A dentist-themed party?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that's like one of those, those fear shows. I don't know about you, I have a big fear of the dentist, mostly because I've got shit teeth, so I guess that's on me. But I find it very scary. So what it could be is, it's like, when you've got a fear, you've got to surround yourself by that fear.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a fear. It's a party for people who fear the dentist.
That's a good idea for a party, because it means that you can invite all your friends to support you as you try and face your fears.
Absolutely.
For example, I have a massive fear of birthday cakes and presents. So every year, my family holds a Facing Your Fears party where they give me a birthday cake and presents.
Really? God, that's quite unorthodox, actually.
And they
but
sing
I like
happy
it.
birthday. They sing happy birthday to you while I sit there, tears streaming down my face, urine filling my chair.
Well, yeah. And that's just because Uncle Derek got really pissed and he thought you were the urinal.
Oh, Uncle Derek.
Derek's definitely coming. Derek's a VIP at our party.
Uncle Derek.
Uncle Derek is the first name. He's got this condition that when he drinks, he starts to think that chairs with people on them are urinals. It's a pain, but it also leads to quite a few funny anecdotes, doesn't it, Ed? Do you want to regale us with cousin Michael's 5th birthday party?
I have to tell you, before I tell that very familiar story to me, I have to tell you that all kinds of trauma are worth it in the long run if you get an anecdote out of it.
Absolutely, 100%.
So cousin Michael's
5th birthday. Sorry, I don't need to help you with this one, Ed.
Yeah. So at cousin Michael's 5th birthday party, he was given a remote control car. It was like Batman's car. Sorry, it was a remote control Batmobile. Yeah. Because when I said Batman's car, that just makes it sound like he had a normal car.
Yeah, when he's being Bruce Wayne, he just drives like a Citroen, like down the road. That's what he got.
A Citroen.
Can I say, that's a great way to get out of getting your kids expensive presents. So your kids are like, I really want the Batmobile. You just get them like a little model of a Vauxhall Viva and go, that's what he drives when he's not Batman. It's the Batman car.
Yeah, so cousin Michael was given a remote control Vauxhall Vivo, and he was playing around with it, and he was zooming all over the house and all that, disturbing the dog and making the grandparents go, ooh, as it does. And then Uncle Derek arrived late with a hastily wrapped present that was obviously a rubber duck covered in newspaper that he clearly just grabbed from his bathroom, and he gave it to my favourite cousin, cousin Michael, and said, "Here you go, kid. Don't spend it all at once." And then he fell over, not for the first time, and as we were helping him up, he started weeing, and the wee came out of his trouser leg just as the remote control Vauxhall Vivo was going past, and it hit the Vauxhall Vivo at such an alarming rate that it flew into the wall and caught fire. And I don't know whether you know about Uncle Derek or not, but the content of his body is so saturated with alcohol that his urine is actually flammable. Highly
flammable.
So all the areas where his urine had got to, even on previous visits, was suddenly ablaze, and the house would have burned down were it not for the fact that there was a fire extinguisher nearby. And Uncle Derek was banned from coming to cousin Michael's birthday parties. But Uncle Derek used the loophole that Michael's parents said, you can't come to cousin Michael's birthday, but unfortunately there are lots and lots of cousins, so he comes to all of those as
exactly
well. And does the same thing
every year,
every time.
You see, that anecdote, Ed, is why cousin Michael's birthday is also on the same day as we remember the life of Grandpa Joe. because of the smoke inhalation from the incident. So
I have to tell you about smoke inhalation. For a deadly thing that could kill you, smoke inhalation, a lot of people seem to do it recreationally. Have you seen them?
I've seen that's like a new party trick.
With those cylindrical things in their mouths.
Or the lollies without the lollipop.
Lollies without the lollipops. My mummy won't tell me what they are. But I say to them, you shouldn't be inhaling all that smoke. It's very bad for you. My grandfather died of it when my uncle weed on the floor. And they don't listen. They don't, yeah.
Well, that's why Uncle Derek can never smoke, because, as you say, his body's so flammable that if you light up around him, it's like a bloody petrol bomb. But enough about Uncle Derek. He's on the list. He always brings the fun to the party. So we've got Uncle Derek. Who else? I think Cousin Michael deserves it. He's been through a lot. I think he deserves an invite. Anyone famous that you'd like to invite?
I'd quite like to invite... I think we can decide famous people when we've actually decided the theme, because I realise we haven't decided the theme.
I thought we were going for the dentist theme.
Oh, dentist, that's right. Okay, are there any famous dentists? Any famous...
Oh, good call. There must be a show. Oh, the guy, what's the lead singer of the Pogues called?
Oh, yes, I know who you mean. He does have terrible teeth.
Shane McGowan. Okay.
Shane McGowan.
Lead singer of the Pogues. But we've got two options here. We can either invite Shane, or we can invite his dentist. Because the work he did has changed the dentist industry for the better.
Every time I look at Shane McGowan's mouth, I know the face of hell.
Is he on the list? I bet he'd be a good time as well.
He's famously a good time. He's famously so much a good time that it becomes a bad time.
Yeah, I would also. I very much would like to invite as a VIP, if you wouldn't mind, Ed, Dara Mulrooney, who is in fact the dentist of Shane McGowan. The guy who fixed Shane McGowan's teeth. His name is Dara Mulrooney. I've just searched that. That is genuinely true. That is a genuine fact. This isn't improv anymore. We've moved away to reality.
That's amazing. Mulrooney, that looks like it's related to my name, Mulrine. I think...
Maybe he's a distant relative.
Maybe he's a distant... Well, I would be proud to be related to the man who fixed Shane McGowan's teeth.
So we've got Uncle Derek, Cousin Michael, Shane McGowan, and Dara Mulrooney. I don't know if this party could go off anymore.
Right, we need a DJ. So
good call.
I think we should have... Oh, I know. Let's not have a DJ. Let's have a live band.
Yeah.
And the live band is an a cappella group called You Can Go Through Now, and it's just dental receptionists all saying going through a booking procedure for your next appointment, but in harmony.
In a cappella. Well, Ed, you know now I have to ask for a performance.
Well, it would start off where one receptionist goes, "Is the 10th of November good for you?" And then the next one goes, "I'm afraid there's a swimming gala on the 10th of November." And then the next one goes, "What about the 11th of November?" And then the second one again goes, "I cannot go to the dentist on the day when we remember the fallen." You see, it's like a...
No, I like it. Imagine being in the middle of dental surgery and then they just take a minute's silence. You know, you've got like blood pouring out your face. Like, you know, it's really intense surgery. It's Shane McGowan's dear, and they just stop for a minute as you slowly lose blood. I think that's quite apt.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we've got our music. Do we want some catering? Do we want some food? And is it dentist-themed food? Oh, I also thought we could do shots out of syringes.
Oh yeah, shots out of syringes. That's a very good idea. And perfect imagery for the children. I think that for food, it should be really, really bland food, like plain crackers and rice cakes. And
yeah, nothing with sugar, because that ruins your teeth.
With toothpaste on top. So you have to eat the crackers with the toothpaste.
Yeah, you know what's for dessert, don't you? Mint choc chip.
Sorry?
Mint choc chip ice cream for dessert.
Mint chip chocolate, yeah. And I tell you what would be good if you're made to eat toothpaste all night and then the only drink on offer is orange juice.
Oh, that's evil, but I like it. I like that a lot.
Because the intensity is unreal. And what I thought we could do is have a fountain, a toothpaste fountain, which would require heating up the toothpaste.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
The smell will be...
Or we could go for mouthwash. That might work better on the fountain.
That's good, yeah. So you can pick up your cracker with toothpaste on, dip it in the hot mouthwash fountain.
I love that. I also think, you know these shots in the syringes, you can only have it if it's injected into your gum.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And there's a special anaesthetist.
Yeah.
I can't believe we haven't done it already. We need a celebrity anaesthetist.
Yes. You know the one.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about. Len Goodman from Strictly Come Dancing.
Absolutely.
Will be the celebrity anaesthetist. And you know how he has that catchphrase? It's a 10 from Len. Well, he's going to adapt it, and what'll happen is he'll give you so much anaesthetic that it'll make you high, and then he'll shout in your face, "That's Zen from Len!"
What, to kind of trip them out? Oh, because you're Zen, sorry. Okay, I thought you were just like saying random words so they'd have a bad trip.
No.
That is classic Len, always a prankster.
Always a prankster.
Okay, so we've got Len Goodman as our celebrity anaesthetist. We've got, don't forget, Dara Mulrooney, Shane McGarren, Uncle Derek, and Cousin Michael. Any more guests before we kick off the party?
I think
Bob Geldof, he did a lot of good with that Christmas song. I think he's earned a break.
Yeah.
I've just remembered, this dentist party is in a wacky warehouse.
Yeah, it's in a wacky warehouse. On all the bouncy things. And, yeah. I think that's about it. We want it to be a very exclusive party.
Yeah, I agree.
The finest dentists, it's an exclusive group of people.
Yeah. I mean, well, Dara Mulrooney was the only actual dentist to make it, it's the top of the top.
Yeah. And when you come in, you get given a special green apron that they give.
Yeah.
Or the bib they give you when they're doing things to your mouth. A
complimentary denture. They just give you the VIP experience.
And there'll be one gold denture that's given out to a lucky winner.
I know who deserves that. It's got to be Dara Mulrooney. I think that's our party sorted, Ed.
Yeah.
I think we'll call it there. Well done, Ed. You did really well.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the RiffRaff. Cheers.